Good afternoon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the media press conference hosted by the Australian Chinese Charity Foundation Inc. today. Let me firstly introduce myself. My name is Victor Yong. I'm the trustee and also management committee member of ACCF. So welcome. 咁歡迎各位來賓以及咧係傳媒朋友係出席咧今日咧呢一個澳洲華人公益金嘅呢個記者招待會。咁首先係介紹我自己，我咧就係 Victor， 咁我就係呢個嘅公益金嘅呢個執委會嘅成員之一。咁歡迎大家係嚟臨今日嘅記者招待會嘅。So today we're going to talk about our upcoming event, which is the Australian Chinese Charity Foundation Inc. and New South Wales Chinese Community New Year Celebration Dinner 2018。咁今日咧，我哋係會係特別咧係呢個記者招待會咧，就係講咧關於我哋嚟緊咧澳洲華人公益金暨澳洲紐省華人團體新春聯歡晚會喺嚟緊嘅2月24號星期六咧，喺呢個嘅富麗宮酒樓咧係舉行慶祝呢個農曆狗年嘅。咁各位傳媒朋友咧，我都想同大家講講啦。今日嘅記者招待會咧係主要咧係以英語進行嘅。咁如果咧大家係想攞呢個嘅新聞稿嘅話咧，喺我哋後面嗰個張台咧就會有一份新聞稿，大家可以拎翻去㗎啦。咁我哋咧陣間咧就會有幾位嘉賓咧喺台前咧就會係講幾句説話啦，做得講幾句説話啦。咁之後咧，如果傳媒咧係有任何嘅問題要發問咧，亦都有個發問嘅時間嘅。咁而最後咧，我哋都會有一個嘅大合照嘅時間嘅。咁請各位傳媒朋友留意，咁亦都盡量咧，希望各傳媒朋友咧就係盡量咧，如果係報紙嘅朋友咧，記者朋友就希望大家係喺嚟緊嘅呢個星期六咧，盡量就係呢個星期六嘅你哋嘅報紙嗰度咧，就刊登今日嘅呢個記者招待會嘅詳情啦。So may now please start off welcome Dr. Michael Singh.Chairman of ACCF to present his welcome speech。而家係有請我哋澳洲華人公益金嘅主席謝國俊醫生 JP 咧係致呢個歡迎詞嘅。
First of all, welcome everyone to the press conference. Mr. John Brockton, Chairman of Lifeline Australia.Our corporate sponsor, Mr. David Toh from National Australia Bank Private, and Mr. Albert Chu from Invocare, Ms. Josh Hammer from Zuma from PwC, our council chairman, Mr. Eric Wong, our founding chairman, Dr. Peter Wong, AM, and community leaders, distinguished guests, fellow our friends from the media and also fellow ACCF members. Welcome to the press conference. It is a happy occasion to celebrate the Chinese New Year, and there will be, I'm sure everyone had a number of functions to attend to. And Australia Chinese Charity Foundation also hold a celebration dinner this year. And it is our privilege to be supporting Lifeline Australia as the beneficiary organisation this year. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, every day there are 8 Australians who passed away as a result of suicide. And as a medical professional, I think we sometimes, unfortunately, have to deal with this firsthand. On a personal level, I have one of my ex-staff a few months ago also committed suicide. And on a number of occasions, and to a certain extent, I'm sure Mr. Brockton would agree, they are preventable. And Lifeline Australia is such a charitable organisation with a vision of having a suicide-free Australia through crisis support and suicide prevention. So it is our privilege and honor to be able to support such a great organisation, and we can only do that through the support of all our corporate sponsors for the occasions, and community leaders, and also media friends. Through your efforts, less make this event a great success so that we can support such a great organizations. And without taking more time, I think our event chair, Ms. Monica Chu, and obviously our honorable guest, Mr. Brockton, would have a lot more to say about the event and also the organizations. I'll leave the rest of the time to them. Thanks for coming to the press conference.
May I now invite Mrs. Monica Chu, event chairman for the upcoming ACCF and New South Wales Chinese Community New Year Celebration Dinner, to say a few words for us. 咁啊，有請咧今次嘅晚會主席朱潘韻嘉女士咧，係講少少嘅説話嘅。
Thank you, Victor. Welcome everyone. Welcome our corporate sponsors, our media friends, and all our other sponsors, and our trustees and our management committee members. I'm very grateful that you will decide to take out the time, your busy time schedule, to come for this media conference. I am pleased to announce that the ACCF and New South Wales Chinese Community New Year Celebration Dinner will be held on 24th of February this year. And on this occasion, as our chairman had just mentioned, ACCF has chosen Lifeline Australia as the sole beneficiary. In a few moments, Mr. John Brockton will say a few words about their work. And in fact, the fundraising activity for Lifeline is not limited just to New South Wales here, but will extend to other states in Victoria, Queensland, West Australia, and South Australia. And in fact, had already started. And many thanks to the generosity of NEP, as all raffle ticket sales in the Chinese New Year functions in the states of New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, WA, and South Australia will be donated to ACCF, and in turn, we have chosen Lifeline Australia as the sole beneficiary. Our foundation has also pledged to match the funds raised to a maximum of $6,000 in the states of Victoria, Queensland, WA, and South Australia. On the 24th of February, there will be various fundraising activities such as special raffle draw, charity auction, and raffle ticket sales to raise the much needed funds for Lifeline. And I hope every one of you here will come along to support us for this good cause. Apart from the continuous support from our corporate sponsors, an event like this would not have been successful without the generosity of event sponsors and prize sponsors. On behalf of ACCF, we are very grateful for your support and generosity. Today, we are very honored to have them here at our media conference today. May I introduce to you Davadi, am I correct?
Sort of.
Davadi Kawaro from Harry George Diamonds, Australia. Can you say your word again, your name again?
My name is Davide Colaro. I work for Harry George Diamonds.
Thank you, Davadi. That is an Italian version of David. Okay. And Mr. Alex Wood from Wu International Investment Proprietary Limited. Thank you, Alex. Alex is going to donate the beautiful red wine from their vineyard in Orange. Am I correct? Orange?
Yep.
Yes. Thank you. And Ms. Coco Zhao from Milton Park Country House Hotel and Spa. Thank you, Coco. Mr. Matthew Ng, Mr. Mike Chow, and Ms. Amy Lee. They are from the Profit Bookkeeping, Encouraging Accounting and Advisory. Thank you. They're going to donate a prize for every single guest at our event this year. And Mr. Alex Zhang is not here yet. He's on his way. Okay, and I'll introduce Mr. Alex Zhang. He's from Kingdom Sea Restaurant in Chatswood. And of course, our council chairman, Mr. Eric Wong from Golden Century. And to celebrate the Year of the Dog, we have also invited a group of of young people from the Sydney Musical Orchestra, 悉尼小考拉號樂團 to perform for us. They're going to sing for us and they're going to play an ensemble for us as well. But I think Miss Sally Xiao is not here yet. She will be representing the orchestra. Just to say a few words about the dinner. This year we have two types of seating, the gold table seating and the silver table seating. For the gold table, is $2,500 per table or for 10 guests, or $250 per person. And for the silver seating, it's $900 per table or $90 per person. And if any one of you would like to inquire about the booking for tables or seats, you can either contact me, Monica, our chairman, Dr. Michael C., or our vice chairman, Dr. Victor Sang over there. Victor. And our names and contact details are all on our media release. 我咧就想喺度咧講幾句説話，因為 Doctor 咧就話我一定要講幾句中文嘅，咁咧我唔識講國語。咁我哋咧就好高興咧，今年咧我哋有好多嘅贊助嘅商人咧，就幫助我哋去完成今次呢一個贊助我哋一個 dinner。咁咧我哋就正話我逐一介紹過啦。咁最主要就係我哋今次咧係同呢個 Lifeline Australia 一個24小時嘅澳洲嘅生命熱線嘅機構咧嚟籌款。咁我哋今次咧嗰個dinner 咧就係就有兩個喺24號喺 Marigold 我哋5樓。咁咧我哋咧就有兩種嘅唔同嘅票啦。咁一個咧就係金贊助同埋呢個銀贊助。咁金贊助咧就係2500蚊一圍，或者250蚊一個人。咁銀贊助咧就係900蚊一圍，或者90蚊每個一個人。咁如果大家咧想問關於我哋嘅seating booking 嘅話咧，咁你可以聯絡我Monica、Dr. Michael C 同埋 Dr. Victor Sang。咁我哋嘅聯絡嘅資料咧就喺我哋個新聞稿入邊嘅。咁多謝各位。
Thank you very much, Monica. May I now please invite Dr. Peter Wong AM, Chair, Funds and Grants Assessment Committee Chairman and also Founding Chairman of ACCF。而家都係有請我哋澳洲華人公益金嘅基金慈善撥款審批委員會嘅主席以及係創會主席黃少強醫生 AM 咧，係同我哋講幾句説話嘅。
Speak with Chinese first, okay? 首先歡迎大家嚟到今日嘅澳洲華人公益金嘅新春晚會嘅記者招待會，亦都是預祝大家新年快樂，萬事平安，家庭快樂，萬事如意。今日好榮幸係咁多嘅贊助商，咁多好朋友，亦特別今日有我哋好好嘅朋友，我嘉賓我哋嘅澳洲生命熱線嘅主席莊波倫先生嚟參與呢個新聞發佈會。我想首先介紹下佢嘅中文介紹下佢，然後咧就英文講一講。Just very quickly, I'd like to introduce John Broden in Chinese first, and go in English so that you know exactly what's talking in Chinese. Okay. John Broden 係好後生嘅年輕人嚇，今年48歲 ，he's only 48 years old， 係好後生我。佢我識好耐嘅，係 remain to long time。佢係一個好好嘅朋友嘅，好熱心公益嘅人嚟嘅，好聰明嘅人嚟嘅。喺我做議會嘅時候好年輕已經做咗自由黨反對黨嘅領袖。佢應該係做州長嘅嗰陣時，應該絕對冇問題做州長嘅。一啲意外嘅事況咧，佢辭職咗反對黨，辭職咗議會，然後有憂鬱病。然後一段時期，人哋都覺得好失望啦嚇。應該回覆以後咧，佢好熱心做公益事業，好今日佢不單是公益事業，不單是生命熱線，亦都是做緊我哋好多 好似 Lincoln 好似而家嘅Urban Growth 做好多呢啲政府嘅事業啦，或者佢自己嘅事業啦。佢嘅憂鬱病，佢回覆，佢奮鬥，佢今日嘅成功受人尊敬係我哋好榜樣。佢頭先都先講過，我哋好多人都係有呢個憂鬱病嘅朋友親戚。以往好多醫生都係講實話，包括我哋在內都係唔係好照顧。我記得好幾十年前，一個細蚊仔揾我18歲、17歲嘅揾我，年輕人。佢青春痘咁俾啲抗生素，咁一度抗生素算咯，走啦。第二日警察嚟揾我，佢哋講話自殺咗。所以係諗起呢件事係醫生係有時候要小心啲咯。Okay, I'll come to English now. John Broden is a good friend of our China community, in fact, many ethnic communities. He's at present the chairman of the Lifeline, Urban Growth, New South Wales, and I believe the Lancome chairman as well. He was a very successful parliamentarian. He was opposition leader. He is brilliant, young, handsome, and had fantastic strategy. I was at that time, I was quite sure he's going to be the premier. In fact, the Liberal approached me, they didn't know that John. Peter Wong, you said when John Bruder become leader, you'll be the Liberal. When you come to Liberal now, you didn't know that, did you? That's why, yes. So I did anyway, whatever it is. Yes. And then, as you know, John had a depression, some incidents. He resigned from Parliament with a sad loss. That was in 2005. So since then, he has recovered. He has many friends. His wonderful recovery, his leadership, he touched all of us all. He's an inspiration to all of us. Under his leadership, he effectively raised the profile of Lifeline. ACC, as mentioned by Dr. Marcos before, is an honor to partner with NAB to sponsor our fundraising, our Chinese New Year dinner, and other dinners in different states, as mentioned Monica Chu, to raise funds for Lifeline. We hope we can work together closely with John Broden in the future. Thank you, John. Now here we are. Big hand to John Broden, please.
Thank you very much, Peter. To Dr. Michael C. and Monica Chu, and to our friends and sponsors at NAB for this dinner, and other sponsors who are here today. It's been about 13 years since I sat here and did a press conference with another hat on. Some of you were here 13 years ago. You don't look any older. None of us have changed, I'm sure of that. I can't tell you how happy I am to be here. I can't tell you how much I cherish my friendships with the Chinese community in Australia and individual people who are here today and those who aren't. My wife Lucy and I felt that it was a great privilege for me to be a Member of Parliament and for me to have the opportunity to be the leader of the Liberal Party, the then opposition here in New South Wales. We got to meet thousands and thousands of people. We got to go to hundreds and hundreds of events, probably thousands of events. And I can say now, looking back, that the Chinese community events, many here, many at Golden Century, many all over New South Wales, different parts of Sydney, we were always made incredibly welcome. When Ben Chow and Monica rang me last year to ask if they could come and see me, of course I said yes. And then when they said that they wanted for the Australian Chinese Charity Foundation to make its partner for 2018 Chinese New Year, the Year of the Dog, Lifeline, I was very, very flattered and very, very honoured. Suicide is an incredibly important issue in Australia. About 2,850 Australians took their lives last year. As Dr. Michael C. said, about 8 Australians take their life every day. There are more people who die from suicide in Australia than who die on the road in car accidents. And if you think about how much excellent effort we put into slowing people down on the road, whether it's fines and fees for speeding or whether it's rewards for safe driving, and you think of how high profile that issue is, and you think that about double the number of people take their own life every year, you will know how important this issue is. It's an issue that does not just affect rich people or poor people. It doesn't affect Anglo-Saxons or Chinese any different. It is across our community. And for the ACCF to seek out Lifeline and to offer to be our partners demonstrates just how important this issue is in all of Australia, in all of our different communities. This is a challenge for Australia. Suicide is one of the saddest things we ever deal with, and it's hard to understand why people take their own life. It's very hard to live for the rest of the family with that sadness for the rest of their life. But Lifeline believes that almost every suicide is preventable with support and with understanding. And this year, Lifeline will receive almost 1 million telephone calls from Australians in crisis. 1 million telephone calls. Every time there is a suicide in a newspaper, and it's reported in a newspaper or on radio or television, the Lifeline number comes across the bottom of the screen. So we operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We've done that since 1963. Before I was born, Michael. I just want you to know that, Peter Wong, is before I was born. 55 years this year, 55 years we've been there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for Australians in crisis and at high risk of suicide. It's not an easy issue to talk about, it's a hard issue to talk about. But if we don't talk about it, we won't save the lives. We won't be able to work to improve the numbers and see fewer people take their own lives. We're very proud to be associated, we're very proud to be involved. It wouldn't be a Chinese function if somebody's phone didn't go off. Is that right? Not usually the chairman though. Can I encourage you to come along to the dinner on the 24th? I'll be there, Lucy will be there. This is a very important issue. It's the money you will, I can say this for you, I can guarantee you this. The money you donate will help us save more lives. Not everybody can say that, we can say that. It will help us answer more telephone calls and help more people. So, on behalf of Lifeline Australia, and on behalf of the 3,000 volunteers we have who answer our phones across the year, and the other 8,000 volunteers we have who help us raise money and support people in crisis, thank you very much, Dr. C, thank you very much, Monica, and thank you all for your support.
I think, John, you'll be pleased to know that in ACCF we have a young group, a young people's group called Young ACCF. The group has been volunteers for Lifeline Australia's regional centre in Hawkesbury area for quite a few years now. So they help with their second-hand bookstore.
Thank you very much, John and Monica. So now may I please invite Mr. Eric Wong, Council Chairman of ACCF, to say a few words for us. 而家咧有請我哋澳洲華人公益金基金委員會主席黃錦華先生咧係講幾句説話嘅。
各位朋友，大家好。我響幾年前咧就已經開始參加呢個澳洲華人公益金㗎啦。因為我對黃少強醫生創辦呢個會咧，就覺得佢係非常之係有意義嘅。咁就呢個華人公益金雖然講華人，但實際上唔係淨係面向華人嘅，實際上係面向澳洲成個主流嘅社會。 亦都係面向全世界。因為我記得世界上有其他地方係發生天災人禍嘅時間咧，澳洲華人公益金咧好多時都係身先士卒，作一個去一個表示，作一個支持。我記得喺好多年前咧，就曾經香港有個當時聽咧就講一個笑話，但係呢個笑話係有血有淚嘅。佢點講咧就話有個巴士大叔嘅故事，佢話你有壓力，我有壓力，大家都有壓力，就係因為呢個社會壓力咧，造成好多人有呢個抑鬱症，造成咗有啲無辜嘅生命係無辜咁犧牲咗嘅。今次澳洲華人公益金能夠舉辦咁嘅春節活動之餘，亦都做一個善事，對呢個 Lifeline Australia 做一個表示，做一個支持。John Borden 係我哋華人社區一個好好嘅朋友，呢個係唔係而家嘅時間，係好多年前，當時佢已經係一個政壇上一個好有地位嘅人，佢當時已經對我哋華人係好有呢個，我哋係感受到嘅，即係好真心係呢個支持呢個華人社區嘅。佢今日身為呢個 Lifeline Australia 嘅主席，佢做嘅事係特別係有意義，因為佢嘅遭遇係一個好好嘅例子，好嘅説明。通過有關機構嘅幫助治療，係可以挽救好多人。咁所以我覺得呢個係一個時候，我哋去一個做一個表示。Thank you, John. You're very kind. And I think this is our opportunity to do something to support your Lifeline Australia. Thank you very much. 多謝各位。
Thank you very much, Eric. So we need to move right along because John will need to leave about 10 minutes time. So we'll skip the question time for now. May I now please invite Mr. David Toll, representing NAB Private, to say a few words for us. 而家係有請係杜康偉先生代表 NAB 私人財富管理咧，係同我哋講幾句説話嘅。
Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm going to use English. So I think first of all, thank you, Chairman Dr. C, Dr. Peter Wong, and also Monica, and also Lifeline Australia, John, Mr. Broderick, and also PwC alongside with InfoCare as well. So it is proud for NAB Group as a group to be here for the last 7 years, which has been sponsored since 2011. So it is good that I think since last year we have actually assist ACCF to do a fundraising through our Chinese New Year dinner. I think recently, it's actually this week, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday we had went through across 3 other states, Victoria, Queensland and New South Wales. We tried to fundraise for Lifeline Australia. So I have to say that on behalf of NAB, it is our pleasure to be part of the community at the same time to help the community work like Lifeline Australia, how hard you guys are important for our community. So it is good that for NAB as a big organization in Australia that has done that, be part of it. And myself, I'm actually part of it as well. I'm actually quite enthusiastic and also very energetic about what is actually going through. So I encourage every single person, whether you're guests, whether your families, and also young families as well, to make sure that if you are able to attend the dinner on the 24th of February, that would be fantastic to help the Lifeline. Otherwise, as I think Mr. Broden was saying, that 24 hours, 7 days, make sure you call the line or even like for donations or that is actually much appreciated. Every single call, it counts. And I believe that I can actually pass a message to every single one of my colleagues at NAB, so to make sure that this is actually the message will pass, and we will try to be a good evening and also going forward in the future. So I think congratulations to ACCF to organize such a function, and also NAB should be proud of that, and also to have alongside with Lifeline Australia, PwC and InfoCare and other sponsors as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, David. And now please invite Ms. Josh Summer, representing PWC to say a few words for us. 而家係有請咧係Josh Summer 女士咧，就係代表羅兵咸永道會計師事務所咧，係同我哋講幾句説話嘅。
Thank you for the invitation here today. As part of PWC, we're very proud to be supporting the charity and the foundation. I personally have been involved for 3 years, and it's been a great journey so far with the integration work and all the charity work that you guys do. I think Lifeline Australia is an important cause as well, just because it's not something that's talked about a lot. So yeah, definitely, I'll encourage everyone as well to come to the dinner, make a good night of it, but also help out Lifeline Australia. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jess. May now please invite Mr. Edward Cho, representing InfoCare, to say a few words for us. 而家係有請咧係 Edward Cho 先生咧係代表因科關懷公司係同我哋講幾句説話嘅。
Thank you very much for the opportunity to say a few words. First of all, I want to congratulate John Brockton for the enormous contribution that Lifeline Australia is bringing to the community in Australia. For 55 years, your organisation has been working tirelessly and with a wonderful vision as to how to help the community, and especially those people who are less fortunate than us perhaps, and going through times of personal crisis, relationship breakdowns, family troubles and all that kinds of issues. At InfoCare, we do we do the funerals and the cemetery kind of work, so I know very much, understand very well the kind of issues that you go through, because we confront those situations every day of the week. And at the same time, I want to congratulate ACCF for their vision to support Lifeline Australia in this fashion, because even when we are celebrating Chinese New Year, it is such a wonderful thing to also at the same time be mindful of the needs of people who have these difficulties in going through personal crisis at this time. So that's a wonderful initiative, and I congratulate ACCA for that. So having said that, I want to encourage everyone, as others have, to actively participate in the celebration dinner and to donate generously.
Here, I just saw that 2 of our sponsors are here today. Mr. Alex Dung from King Dynasty in Chatswood. Thank you very much for your sponsorship. And I've got Miss Sally Xiao from the music pool orchestra. Thank you very much. I think we have to have the photo session first before the question time, because Jesh and John will be leaving.
So we're now going to have a group photo session. 而家咧係我哋會係有一個大合照嘅時間。May now please invite all our distinguished guests, all our trustees, patrons, sponsors, media who are here today. So we're going to the front to take a group photo. 係啦，而家有請咧我哋今日所有嘅來賓，包括我哋嘅信託人啦、贊助人啦，同埋贊助機構咧係上前咧係影幅大合照。
Thank you, Wilson. Thank you, Wilson. 導演。
We can smile.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated.